Welcome to Awesome Video Game Memories, where we talk about awesome memories about video games. I'm Ryan.
And I'm, of course, John from the Boob Tube.
And we're talking about gaming as kids versus gaming as adults.
Splendid!
So, as a kid, how often did you game?
All the time.
All the time. Like when my parents put that Nintendo in front of me back in 1988 during Christmas time.
You know the exact year.
Yep, I know the exact year because that's when I first got my NES.
Wow.
That changed my life forever in both good and bad ways, but mostly good. Believe me, good.
Nice. I would have to say the first time for me was way back in the early 90s or something like that when it was mostly, like I said, mostly hand-me-downs or whatever because we didn't have much money at the time, but I had other family members who were playing either the Super Nintendo,
right,
regular Nintendo, and we played on that, Super Mario and everything else. It wasn't until like around we had a little bit more money that we could afford a Sega Genesis and everything else, N64 and that sort of thing. So at the time, we just had to make do with what we had.
Okay, cool. So how did you balance gaming and homework and actually having some sort of a social life as a kid?
Some sort of a social life.
As a kid, I didn't have much of a social life.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. I mean, the thing...
Introverts rule!
Yeah, for introverts like us, it was a hard time interacting and making friends and everything else, which is why we had to rely more on the artificial world of video gaming, because in there everyone respected us, everyone loved us, but of course, you know,
even though they weren't real.
Even though they weren't real, but at the same time, when you accomplish something or beat that opponent and just keep playing the video game that same level over and over again at higher difficulty, you just get more of a satisfaction out of it.
Exactly, because Mario and Sonic love us.
Yeah, very much.
And also, but as you started growing up, how did your responsibilities versus gaming start to balance out? Because I distinctly remember in high school, like, you know, they started giving us homework on the weekends, and like I remember I was like, ew, gross, homework on the weekends.
Well, my parents always told me education was far more important, and there were times where even my dad got so infuriated because my brother and I got so hooked on video games to the point where he even had to grab the N64 console, take it out, and said, I'm going to throw this off the patio if you don't do your homework.
Holy crap.
Or don't do the chores and stuff like that.
Actually, my dad kind of did that with my Super Nintendo too. He's like, I'm going to take this away if you don't get your grades up.
Our dad's great.
Yeah, dads are being dads. But nowadays, I realize why they did that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays, you know, we're a lot older, we grow more mature, we actually have lives, you know, relationships with other people and everything else.
Exactly.
So, you know, we try to make do with what we have, but in the long run, when it comes to it, the real world is far more important than it comes to the video games.
Yeah, because I remember, like in college, like I was starting to drift away from video games a little bit because, you know, I was working, I had to go to school, you know, I wasn't doing too well in school, so I had to get my grades up, and, you know, I kind of had to put video games a bit to the side.
I had to, the thing about me is that I'm more of a mind over matter kind of guy, so I had to selectively, before I started my YouTube channel, I know it was going to take up a good chunk of my time, so what I did was, I had to selectively remove video gaming altogether.
Right.
It was not easy, but it was still...
Yeah, I agree.
But you still just kind of had to force yourself out of it. And I did for the first year and a half or so when I started my own YouTube channel and everything else. And I'm slowly getting back into, and just recently, or this year alone, I'm slowly getting back into it and whatnot. Also because, you know, just with a few hours of free time here and there, not too much, but I try to make do with what I can.
All right, awesome.
But nowadays, of course, when we're adults, and thanks to the glory of the internet, we can also share our gaming experiences with other people on streams.
Exactly, like what we're doing right now. Nowadays, as an adult, I actually don't have as much time to game. It's kind of ironic. I have a channel about gaming, but I actually don't have as much time to game, but I still have to make videos about gaming. So I kind of try to set aside 2 hours a day to game, but I spend most of that time when I'm working on YouTube videos. You know, I actually do go to the gym like 5 times a week now, so I have to do that first when I get home from work, and then I gotta eat, then I gotta do YouTube videos, and then that's when I do my gaming.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all about timing and when you want to do it. Pretty much just free time, more or less.
And also, like, I've been taking my like DS to work and also my Switch, and you know, I just leave them inside the car, or I just bring them like in like a pack, and then I leave it in my desk, and then I'll play inside the car.
Yeah, or for most of us who are usually on the go and also travel light, we usually have to rely on mobile gaming as well.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of mobile gaming.
Hey, I'm a level 38 Pokemon player, so what about it?
I'm on World 4 on Super Mario Run.
Nice.
as you grow older, like, do you think you'll be drifting a little more away from gaming, or will you, you know, like, continue gaming the way you are right now?
Maybe. You know, that's a good question. I would have to say that I will probably continue, but there's going to be some things at some point or another where I have to make some changes again. Those changes will have to include selectively removing those video gamings for a while, and that's just due to personal reasons and everything else.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, in the future, I mean, I'd like to keep on gaming, but I don't know if I'm gonna, like, play games, like, all day. Like, I was kind of hoping when I retire, like, when I'm, like, 65 or older, I'd have more time to do gaming, but, you know, yeah, I'll still play games as, like, an old man, but I'll go out and, you know, like, socialize and take walks.
Well, just be careful when you play them when you get older, because otherwise you get fat bearded gnomes calling you a pedos on the internet.
Oh yeah, that's true. Be careful. Well, anyways, so yeah. So that ends this episode of Awesome Video Game Memories about gaming as a kid versus gaming as an adult. And if you have anything to talk about this matter, make sure to leave those in the comments below. I'm Ryan.
And I'm John from the BoobTube.
Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Hey everybody, Ryan here, and I'd like to thank my good friend John, aka Magnetrex of the BoobTube, for collaborating with me in this review and for coming over to my place, and make sure you check out his channel right here. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, especially subscribe, and make sure to click on that notification bell so you know when we release new videos. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at @RyanMolina, and make sure to follow our main BattleGeek Plus account at BattleGeek Plus. And if you want to see me play this game and many other games, you can follow us on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/BattleGeekPlus. And make sure to check our schedule to make sure you know when we're streaming. And if you have an Amazon Prime account, make sure to subscribe to us so you can get some awesome perks.
Hey, you guys should totally go support us over at patreon.com/BattleGeekPlus.